Okay, we're finding solutions to the quadratic equation using, if we have to, the quadratic formula. Now, we don't have to use the quadratic formula all the time because we may be able to just factor. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Get our writing tool out. So we have 28x minus 49x squared is equal to 4. Now remember, we got to keep in mind the quadratic formula. And in general, the quadratic equation is written like this. We need to get it in this form. This is the standard form for the quadratic equation. Okay, so let's get it in this form before we do anything else. And that means that we're going to, let's rewrite it like this first. Plus 28x. Let's take this 4 over. Okay, now it's written in standard form. Okay. It's best to get the coefficient to be positive out here. Okay, I suggest to get the coefficient to be positive. You can do that by multiplying through by -1 all the way across. So that would leave us with 49x squared minus 28x plus 4 is equal to 0. All right, multiply -1 all the way across to each term, all the way across. Even -1 times 0, do it anyway. All right, you're just going to get 0. Now, as you can see up here, we can identify our A, B, and C's for our quadratic formula. Remember what the quadratic formula is. It's x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and it's all over 2 times a. So our a, which is 49, let's just write it out. Our b is -28. And lastly, our c is 4. Now we just plug it directly in. So we have x is equal to -28. Now be careful here, okay? Because we have a negative out in front of this b, so we want to make sure that we always put a parentheses around that negative. Plus or minus the square root. We're looking at the discriminant now. So we have -28 squared minus 4 times a, which is 49, times c, which is 4. It's all over 2 times a, and a is 49. Putting our 49 right there. Okay, let's clean this up. So we have x is equal to a negative times a negative is positive, so that's just going to make that 28, plus or minus okay. So let's take a look at this. -28 squared. So I'm just going to plug that into the calculator. I'll let you work that out by hand if you got time. I don't. Minus 4 times 49 times 4. And, whoa, we got 0. What happens when you get 0? What can we say about that? And that's going to be all over 2 times 49 is 98. 98. So this actually reduces down to x for one solution is 28 over 98. See, what we got going on here is we got 28 plus 0 over 98 and 28 minus 0 over 98. Okay? Let's go back up here real quick. Where does this fall? Right here. The discriminant is equal to 0, then there will be one real 0, and they say of multiplicity too. Okay? But, oh, look at here. We need to reduce this. So that reduces, we always reduce our fractions, right? 28 divided by 98, we know it reduces because 2 goes into both of them. So we know that's going to reduce down. And it reduces down to 2/7. Okay. So what you can do now, you can take your 2/7 and plug it into the original. This side over here better be equal to 4. Okay, it should be equal to 4. All right. Okay, pretty simple. I don't know. I think I might have one more example in the next video. We'll check it out. All right. See you there. Oh, and by the way, you can come right on over and check that out too while you're at it. Bye.